Good evening, everybody. This is your program, Business Intelligence. And this is our first delivery, so that's an occasion for celebration. My name is Jonathan Diolio, and through this program, we will be sharing concepts and strategies for business success. But today I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I came to Miami, Florida in the year 2008 at the height of the recession. And I was employed with a wealth management corporation that kind of gave you the opportunity to be an entrepreneur. And some of my friends and professors in Boston told me, Jonathan, you're crazy. Don't follow the entrepreneurial route in an environment like this. This is the great recession, for crying out loud. But I said, for crying out loud, that if we had learned anything in economics is that every recession is followed by a recovery, just like night follows day. And the good news is that stars shine during nighttime. Very enthusiastically, with that thought in mind, I came down to Miami and started knocking on doors, asking people to invest in the market. A lot of doors were slammed right in front of my face. Many would not answer my beckoning. And to tell you the truth, it was because of my fault. I thought I knew a lot about the markets. After having acquired an economics degree from Brandeis University and after having acquired my Series 7 and 66 licenses, I just came at people and threw them facts and numbers, and they would just close their doors. I was hitting that wall, and I did so time and again. Now, as I sought counsel amongst my peers in the business, a good friend of mine told me, Jonathan, you know, people don't really care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I thought that through, and I said, that is so commonsensical. And as a person that needs structure, I started to build a framework whereby I would implement that principle or that reality of people not caring how much you know until they know how much you care. And I came up with the following. It's called the eel of sales appeal. Not sex appeal, sales appeal. And eel stands for the following: enthusiasm, emotions, logic. As we approach our prospects, as we approach our clients, we should do so first and foremost with enthusiasm, with genuine enthusiasm, with a smile on our face regardless of what is happening in our lives. Not that we should detach ourselves from our circumstantial realities, but we should develop a capacity to go beyond, to go above our circumstances. You see, many times as I was out prospecting in Miami, people would just slam a door right in front of the end of my noses, and then I would have to go to the next door with a smile on my face. We have to develop a thick skin when it comes to negative stuff that are thrown at us every day, because it happens, because that's life. So we should develop a discipline, a lifestyle of enthusiasm. And then as we present ourselves with enthusiasm, that's the first E in eel, we should appeal to people's emotions. Not exploit their emotions, but be sensitive to their emotions. You see, when I first approached people, I would ask them what they thought about the market. Instead of asking them first and foremost, well, how do you feel today? And how do you feel about the market? And how do you feel about your investments? And how do you feel about retirement? After I developed a sensitivity for people's needs, wants, and capabilities, and empathized with them at the level of their emotions, then I could ask them what they thought about the market. Then I could explain myself as to what I had to offer in terms of instruments for the coming into being of their financial goals. You see, and that's the L in eel. Enthusiasm, emotions, logic. But first and foremost, we have to be sensitive to people and be aware of the fact that we are going to attract that which we project. if we go out there with enthusiasm, we are not only going to break the ice, we're going to melt it. Sometimes we need to melt the ice. Sometimes in group dynamics, people talk about icebreakers. I love ice melters. You see, I think in this world of globalization and high-end technology, we're used to vertical takeoffs and we wanted everything just like that, 3 seconds in the microwave. But sometimes we need to develop our relationships and develop our business plans in a manner which is sustainable, maybe not exponential. More often than not, our success and our progress is going to be incremental in nature, but we need to be consistent. You see, water is not considered, well, if you think of it, you don't necessarily think of it as a hard substance to begin, but it has the capacity to mold, to shape, and to form hard elements. Consider the caves. When you go to a cave, you see the stalactites, how they are created as drops of water come down continually, and they mold hard rocks. Isn't that amazing? I think that in the same fashion, sometimes we might not have the greatest talent or the greatest amount of resources, but if we are consistent in pursuing a goal, and if we are not just willing to throw in the towel at the first experience of failure that we encounter, I think we can create that momentum that will lead us into ultimate success. So this is what I have to share with you. Short and sweet today, the eel of sales appeal. Approach your prospects with enthusiasm, be sensitive to their emotions, and frame your value proposition logically. And you'll get a close, I guarantee it. Maybe not the first time, but most certainly the 10th or 20th or 100th time. Keep on keeping on, people. Love you all. This is Jonathan Diolio here at 2 Network Studios in Brickell in Miami, Florida. Hope to see you soon again at your favorite program, Business Intelligence. Thank you very much.